Pause. My eyes crawl to a table. Eyes by pair of wise dice, then attend to this heaven slice of an angel. Wrap this skin, throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise, crystal chandeliers, moments reflected. Often mirrors appear clear, grinning from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Closer she draws near, stay there. Remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive.
Yes, it is. The truth is what you can see. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and it is, I'm sorry.
EVP.
I'm joined by my co-host today here at YNB. What's your name again?
/ executive producer. What's my name again?
Anyway, I'm joined by Nathan Taylor. He's just on one already this morning. This afternoon. I get here, table's not set up. I
do that on purpose, right?
And then he says, "Well, if you're the executive director, you should be doing it." Then he comes out here and says he's the executive director. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, producer, not director, producer.
My bad, producer. Just make sure he's happy. Get him away. Anyway, we're here at YNB, the bank that makes things happen. Family owned and operated since 1912. What are they? An equal housing lender and a member of the FDIC,
Yep.
right? Okay.
Yep.
Yes, and you can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you go to their 5 locations, the main bank at 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. Oh, now you're going to say it.
4.5 branches. I mean, let's.
Why are you can we say 5 branches?
4.5.
Can we say 5 branches?
I mean, people's 4.5, really.
Can we say 5 branches?
I guess we could say 5. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Can you get a loan there?
I guess.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it depends.
Will you leave Eddie alone?
Depends on if Eddie's at lunch or not. I'm just glad he doesn't listen to this thing, man.
Unbelievable. YB East, which is off the Parkway in US 66. YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road. YB Parkway, I-40 and Garth Brooks, just south of I-40 there, right in front of the hospital. 200 steps from the Waffle House Park.
Waffle House is like half a mile away.
Then, of course, YB Peoples, located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. So that's where we're at today. So, brother, what did you take away from? You didn't watch WNBA, so let me just go on and get it out of the way.
What's
or
that?
You want to talk about the Thunder first?
What's the WNBA?
You want to talk about the Thunder first?
We can talk about the Thunder
Okay.
first. Yeah, sure.
So, yesterday I talked about what Sam Presti said. You got to go over everything. What is your impression of your feelings on the Thunder and what you think they're going to accomplish this year?
It's one of two things. We kind of talked about this yesterday off air. 2 things. Could be one of two. Either they don't want to pay SGA $400 million. They don't want to re-sign him. They're going to trade him. They're going to get a bunch of draft picks. Yeah. We're going to be great in 10 years for the next 10 years, but who cares? We're not going to win a championship. Or the one I kind of hope is that him and SGA are sitting in the living room smoking a cigar, drinking a beer, whatever they do, watching all this media, and they're just laughing. That's kind of what I hope it is. Probably not likely.
So you're saying Sam Presti threw a curveball?
Yeah, he likes to deceive, man. He doesn't ever tell anybody what he's doing.
No, he really doesn't. Well, the Hartenstein thing, that was obvious when he took Hayward last year. You and I both said, okay, he doesn't think we're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't. Like I've said all along, had Sam Presti believed that we were going to be the number 1 seed, he would have completely changed what he did at the trade deadline.
Well, and another thing I don't think he necessarily sacrificed a year, but you could also say he waited and didn't have to give up anything to get him either. Because if you'd have traded for him, you'd have had to give up something.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he facilitated the trade for Dallas to get where they were.
Yeah, that's true.
And all he did was get the money by getting him Hayward because he knew he was going after Hartenstein all along.
Well, but I mean, everybody knows we were a piece away. I mean,
Yeah, no, we know that, but I'm saying
Yeah.
he didn't believe that we were going to be the number one seed. Had he thought we had a
Yeah,
chance
that's true.
to be the number one seed, he would have made different decisions at the trade deadline.
yeah, you're probably right.
He's not going to strengthen Dallas and make them better, the team that beat us,
Right.
because of the things that he helped
And
them
then
do.
trading the pick and then trading
The
four
two-
first-round picks to get it back.
The two guys that hurt us are the two guys he facilitated the trade for Dallas to get.
That's right. P.J. Washington and Gafford.
Gafford. So he did that. So you can't tell me, knowing Sam Presti, that there's no way in hell he would have done that if he believed we were going to be the number one overall seed. I'm thinking he thought we were going to be third to sixth, fourth
Yeah.
to sixth, somewhere
Yeah,
in
not
there.
playing Dallas.
Yeah, and not playing Dallas. And plus, I don't think he thought, I'm not going to say he didn't think we could beat them, but I don't know if he thought we could beat Denver in a best of 7.
See, that's weird too because I kind of didn't think we would have a problem with Dallas, and I mean Dallas impressed me. They played better than I thought they
We
would.
got out coached.
Well, yeah, I
That's
mean
plain and simple.
Yeah, you're right.
No, that's what happened. I mean, you
isn't that the
sugarcoat
case?
it all you want. We got out coached.
In,
that's
in
what
the playoffs, isn't that the case? Other than the Grizzlies coach.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, I mean, when you look at the Celtics the year before,
yep,
Eric Spoelstra ran circles around him.
yep.
He
Yes, he
ran
did.
circles around him.
Yeah,
so what did they do? And we've talked about this before. They got him veteran coaches to sit on the bench to help him make decisions. Mm-hmm. To teach him, to kind of help him get through. And then the second thing they got is Porzingis, and then they lumped
Drew Holiday.
in to get Drew Holiday.
Yeah, I mean better version of Marcus Smart.
Yes, that's exactly. That's exactly what he is. And I love Marcus, but Marcus is not a guy that you.
It's not a guy you can run the offense through.
He's not going to. I don't want Marcus taking my last second shots.
No.
That's not what I want.
Well, but with the other 3 guys you got on the floor, you don't want Drew Holiday taking your last shot either. But
No.
you can run the offense through him.
But I wouldn't mind Drew taking the shot.
No, yeah.
I'd take Drew over Marcus.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, to take a last second shot.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't want Marcus taking last second shot. But like I talked about yesterday, part of my thing, or talked about this Tuesday actually, part of what I do in my training is when these kids get up, because I train them up till they get to 9th grade. And then after that, I've had them for 4 or 5 years, so they pretty much have everything. So the last step in the process of what I teach them, like each year I work on 2 or 3 things for a whole year. This is what we want to accomplish. This is what I want you to get good at, these 2 things. Then the next year, here's 2 more things I want you to get good at. And then next year you get 2 more things. So by the time you're in a freshman in high school, I go, okay, now you have to have a last second shot. So you have 2 moves on each side of the court, 1 move on each side of the court that you got to spend 5 minutes on doing the same move over and over and over. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, neither one of them have a last
have
second
that.
shot. They don't have a go-to move.
Nope.
Everybody has a go-to move. KD has a go-to move.
SGA's
Steph
got
has
about
a
6 of them.
Well, SGA has. SGA likes to get you going and pull up.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what he likes to do.
Mid-range.
Kevin
Loves
Durant,
that mid-range.
Same thing.
Yep.
They get you going, you start leaning because you cannot go in the same direction at the same time. You can't go in 2 directions at the same time. And they get you going and you're leaning because you got to get in front of them thinking they'll go to the basket and they pull up on you. Then you got to stop, straighten up, then try to go. Well,
By the time you're there,
by the time
it's gone.
the shot's gone.
Yeah. But the thing unique about SGA to me is the ability to change speeds. I mean, he is so. That's why. And if you watch all the guys that talk about him, they'll tell. I mean, they all say the same thing. You never know what he's going to do because he always does something different. He doesn't even know what he's going to do till he does it.
Well, I think what SGA does is he probes you the first quarter.
Sees what you're going to give him.
And then by the time the second quarter, he gives you another set of things. Well, by the time the fourth quarter comes, he knows if I do this, you're going to do that. If I do that, you're going to do this. And so once he gets that down, it's kind of like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
He just gets you. He's like, okay. In the fourth quarter, all of a sudden you stop him all along. 2 minutes to go in the game, there he goes.
Yep.
Because like everybody talks about the Chiefs, they have, the Falcons came back on him. Travis Kelce dropped the ball. He dropped the pass for first down. The game's over.
Yep. Game's over.
He catches that pass, game's over.
Mm-hmm.
He dropped the pass. Well, he got it knocked out, but still, that's not something Travis Kelce normally does.
If it's in his hands, he catches it.
But he normally has 8 or 10 catches, not 2. So he's normally used to having the ball in his hands, and he's.
That's because they got all that talent this year, man. Golly, do they have some
I
talent?
like what they're doing. But anyway, I'm with you with the SGA. He's just, okay, so now I gave my opinion yesterday on this two-way thing. What is your opinion on it? SGA,
Well,
two-way player, you can't hold and shoot, whatever that means.
Your question is exactly right. You need to ask especially what his definition of a two-way player is.
Yes.
But to me, I analyze it like this. Like, tell me a better two-way player. Maybe one.
But what is his definition of a two-way player?
Yeah.
If he's not it, well, what is your definition? That's
Somebody that doesn't exist, obviously.
Like I said,
A Lou Dort.
in the national media, if it's a national press conference, they're going to say, Stephen A. Smith or Shams
Perkins, you think Perkins would say it?
Perkins would ask him. They would say, okay, well, if he's not a two-way player, then what is your definition of one when you're third in the league in scoring and you're first in the league in steals? What if that's not a two-way player, then what is your definition of one? If that's not it, then J-Dub, he can't guard the perimeter.
That's not a two-way player.
He can't guard the perimeter.
No, that's not a two-way player. Maybe a post player. I don't know.
I don't know. I would like to know. That's we talked about this before.
Chet, maybe.
Remember, last year I got beat up in the by people talking about, oh, Matt, you're a hater, and I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just telling you what's up. And then what ended up happening when we got on ESPN and TNT, everything that you and I have been talking about, they said everything that we were saying.
I still can't get that press conference out of my head right before the playoffs started, when TNT was interviewing him.
Oh.
And they were announcing Coach of the Year, and they said, I can't remember what he said, but it was just stupid.
No, what he said, they asked, it was Shaq. And
That's
Shaq
right.
said, I played for Phil Jackson, and I played for Pat Riley. And when we were doing this, we were setting up what we want to do for the year. Our first goal is to win the conference or win the league or conference, whatever. And then go on, but our ultimate goal is a championship. And he said,
I don't want to get my players' heads in
I
the
don't want to
clouds.
put my players in the clouds.
It's just, God.
And Sam Presti basically said the same thing yesterday about, keeping the expectations. Well, if your expectation is not to win a championship, well, what the hell is your expectation?
That should be everybody's expectation.
If you're the number one seed, your expectation should be to win the NBA championship. That should be your final goal. Now, within that, you have subsets of things. First of all, you got to win your conference. And second of all, you have to have court advantage, at least through the Western Conference.
Sure.
Now, everybody talks about home court advantage doesn't matter. No, but you can get beat on you can win
But
games
it's a lot
on the road,
easier
but
to win
it's
on
a
the
lot
road.
easier to win at home.
A lot easier to win at home. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're not having to sleep in a hotel,
have a
travel.
routine. Like I tell people, it's a routine. Like when we traveled, like Randy and I were talking about that. You know how Randy, we all have our own routine.
Sure.
Like I like to take a nap, and I used to, I like to take a nap from about 3. I go shoot around, and I come home and from 4:30 to 5:30. I want to take a nap. And I, hour and a half, 2 hours before the game, I want to take a nap. I want to get an about 30, 45-minute nap in. Boom. So I get up, and then I'm okay, shower, ready, let's go. And I completely refocuses what I'm trying to do. And now everybody has a routine about what they like. And when you're at home, you have a better routine, and it's harder to do that on the road because you're in a hotel room, and then the opposing people are like, oh, my God, Missouri. They used to call us all night long. They call us all night long on your phone. Hotel. Whoa.
Oops, sorry. That was my fault. Yeah, that was my fault. Let me kick it back.
But they used to call us all night long. All night. So you got to take your phone off the hook. Well, if you take your phone off the hook, what do you not have?
Wake up call.
Wake up call.
Yep.
So it's just, but they don't do that professionally, I wouldn't think.
Man, I don't know. Salt Lake stories they did about Jordan. Did you hear about
Well,
that?
they got
Poisoned his
second
pizza. What the heck?
Yeah, they poisoned his pizza. Well, what it did is it pissed him off, and he scored 30 whatever.
Oh, yeah.
The game winning shot, and they won the game. So there you go. But that's Utah. Utah is not one of my favorite places to ever be.
It's not one of Russell Westbrook's favorite places. I can tell you that.
I will say this: they're not chocolate friendly there.
No, they're not.
They are not chocolate friendly. They are not anything friendly but Mormon. They're Mormon friendly is what they are, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
But to me, the Thunder and you and I are going to we're going to do our first show. Well, the first game is in what, 2 weeks? The 7th.
Preseason?
Let's put it on.
I think you're right. I think 7th.
Yes, the 7th. I think is our first preseason game. Oh, by the way, what do you think about the signing of Javonte Cook?
I didn't even know we signed Javonte Cook. 10-day contract, 16 points.
It's the exhibit contract where you sign him, you come in, you practice with the team, and you play in the exhibition.
I don't know. I mean, if we're relying on the 15th guy on the bench, I think we're probably in a worse spot than we think.
Well, but it's just a nice surprise to have somebody in there that you can get. And then your favorite thing that you talk about and you love.
I don't even know where you're going, but I'm going to find out real quick.
You love how Kawhi Leonard had the wrist surgery.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and the Clippers, we could get their
absolutely.
I mean,
we control their draft for the next 3 years.
Yes, but the whole thing is, if they finish and lose the top 8, if they're in the top 8, we can have the number 1 overall pick, which is
Cooper Flag. Yeah, absolutely.
And I was laughing about that because I was telling somebody, I said, think about this.
Chet and Cooper Flag?
You have Hartenstein, Chet, Cooper Flag up front. with Jada, Caruso, SGA,
That's crazy.
Wiggins, and what's our boy Kasem.
Casey, oh, dude, Casey, I always forget about it. He's so good.
I mean, but think about that for a minute. So you have SGA, Jada, Caruso, Chet, Hartenstein, Cooper Flag, Wiggins, Casey.
Jeez, that's ridiculous.
That's a nasty.
And you've
thing
got him
for
signed up for at least the
And
next
then
2
you
or
have
3
Jay
years.
Will come off bench at 9.
Well, Dort. I don't know where Dort's going to be.
Dort's not gonna be there.
He's not going to be here. But
By the way, did you see the thing yesterday? This was somebody sent me this, and I saw this, Nathan, and I was just like, "Wow."
well, you got Toppage next year too. By the way,
Yeah, we have Topic back.
yeah, I'm anxious to see what he's gonna be like.
The Thunder reposted this. Blow it up,
It's got SGA's T-shirt. What?
and it said,
Lou the Beast, cherish it.
"No, yes."
Cherish it. Like he's not going to be here next year. Oh, SG. Oh,
Because of what Sam Presti said. He posted this after the press conference.
who posted that?
Lou Dort.
Oh my God. Wow.
He posted that after the conference.
Is Lou's contract up the same year? Oh, Lou's not going to be here.
The whole thing is, like I tell people, you can't keep him and Caruso. That makes zero sense.
No, it doesn't.
That makes zero sense. They're
Yeah.
the same player.
Well, then you got Kaysen too. You're trying to bring him along too.
Yeah, and but anyway, the first game is October 7th, so we'll probably do our first show next week
Okay.
of the season because we'll do pre-shows that, and of course we will be on, which is where October 7th at 7. I thought that was kind of funny when I saw that. I said, "Oh, October 7th at 7." But anyway, that preseason game, of course, I'm going to go watch that because Randy and I always
Let's
go to
do the game or the show the night before. 6th.
This is a Wednesday, yeah.
Okay. I've got
No, wait a
something.
minute.
No,
No,
7th is a Monday.
Monday.
Let's do it on Sunday. Oh, that's kind of a weird time to do it.
We'll do it next Wednesday night.
Okay.
Or Thursday.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. Because I got
No, not Thursday. That's my one night off.
on the 7th. Girls got cheerleading
I
stuff.
know, but the 7th is just. I'm just going to the game. We may do a show after the game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Because
we
after
can
the
do
first
that.
game, we'll kind of do that.
We can do that.
Because the 9th, the Rockets. I don't know how much those guys are going to play. Probably
hate the
they're not going to
Rockets.
play a whole lot.
God, I hate the Rockets.
And then of course we have the Nuggets, which may or may not. We'll see how that goes.
Man, I got to start paying for Bally's again.
Yeah, we have to start paying for
I
it.
hate that network.
We have to start paying for it.
Jesus.
We have to start paying for it. But anyway, the Kawhi Leonard thing, I know that you.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
So how bad was it?
Nothing. He just had. They think that he's going to bring him along slowly in his rehab.
So
And it's the same knee that he was having trouble, kept swelling up last year. Kawhi is just done, and they gave him another 100, whatever.
they go 4-year extension or 3-year?
Yeah, 3 year.
3-year.
But Steve Ballmer, $151 billion. He's okay.
Yeah, he's not hurting. He's not hurting. He just needs to learn how to
I
be a
saw that, and
GM.
I'm just like, you worth what?
Well, he thinks he can buy a team, and you can't.
And remember, everybody told him, "Oh, that's a lot of money." When he paid $2 billion for the Clippers.
Nothing
back
now.
then. And it's like, okay, that was the highest paid for any
It's like
team.
$100 for me and you.
Oh, not even that. 151 billion, 131 billion. That's 2 cents.
Yeah.
That's a quarter. And that's a nickel. That's a penny.
Pocket change.
Yeah, that's if you lost it, okay.
Let me just write a check right quick.
Yeah, I mean, well, I'm just saying, that's like us really losing a penny.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you drop a penny, like, oh okay. You don't. I mean, you know you spent it, or you used it, but you don't.
Well, see, that's the thing difference between me and you. He's that $2 billion he spent will be revitalized in a month.
Yeah, he's at. I think they're worth $4 billion now.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, and he's not going to sell the team at all. He's not
No.
going anywhere.
No.
I mean, the guys like that, it's just like the guy that owns the Rams. You know, they have so much money that they don't.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they don't. It doesn't matter to them. So, but anyway, we did the over under, and I'm just Nathan.
What is the over under?
I'm just not.
Is it 52? 53 and a half? Somewhere in there? I'm totally guessing. I have no idea what it is. Pretty close.
54 and a half.
Yeah, 54 and a half.
Last year was 44. We finished 57th.
I'm going under on that one. Because everybody got better too.
Yeah.
I mean, The Kings will be back. They're not going anywhere. And the Lakers aren't going anywhere. Denver's not going anywhere. Minnesota, the Clippers are going to be they're still competitive, because those guys they do have good second tier talent, so they're still competitive, and on any given night they can beat us. Dallas is still going to be
and
there,
and
their coach is great. Yeah, that's right. Dallas will be there. Golden State will be there. I mean, they might not be in the playoffs, but they're going to be competitive.
Yeah.
Houston's going to be there. They almost made the play-in last year, so they'll be there. Who else is in the Western Conference? I'm trying to think.
But here's our first 10 games.
That's going to be awesome, man. Opening night's going to be crazy. I'm excited to think the biggest thing I'm excited to see is how Hartenstein fits into this lineup. Well, Caruso too.
I was saying that the one thing he does is that he matches up size-wise
with Jokic.
With Denver. Because they're three bigs.
Well, Embiid too. I mean.
Yeah, but I'm saying with their two bigs. I'm talking about in our conference.
Okay, you're talking about Aaron Gordon and Jokic.
Jokic. And then of course you can't talk about Michael
Porter Jr.
You can't talk about him because he's a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, that's what he is.
He's not a threat to go get rebounds. He wants to shoot the ball. But those two that match, it helps you match up with them. So the Nuggets, and they want us really bad.
Yes, they do.
They want us really bad.
Do.
And the question is, how bad do we really want them?
We always seem to start the season in kind of a lackadaisical manner. So to me, we're 4-0 after 4, but I think it's probably going to be more like 2-2 or 3-1.
I think it's going to be 3-1-ish.
So
if it's 2-2, the biggest issues that I have, the Nuggets and the Spurs are going to be too tough. Even though the Spurs game is at home,
they better win that.
That's going to be. They're going to be coming at us.
Yeah, but the Spurs are horrible. I mean, outside of Wembanyama, they're horrible.
They have Chris Paul now, so
that's right. I forgot about that.
They'll be a lot better because now they got somebody who can control the ball. They can give it to Wemby, put him in the spots where it's best for him to facilitate.
Who'd they draft this year? First round?
They drafted the guard from
Kentucky, right?
The Kentucky the shooter.
Yeah, what was his name?
We liked.
Yeah,
we liked him. I don't remember his name now, but who we liked him.
Yeah.
You and I really liked him a lot.
Yeah.
So let me see. Did I have that in here? I don't know if I had the. No, I took it out.
Dillingham? Is it Rob Dillingham?
That doesn't sound right. But anyway, so then we have the Blazers at the Blazers.
God, you got to win that.
At the Clippers.
You got to win that one.
Well, that's our first back-to-back.
Yeah, but you got to win both those.
Right, and then we have Golden State and God, who was it?
The Rockets.
It's the Golden State is back-to-back. November 10th and 11th. That's a back-to-back game.
I don't know.
I forget who it is right now off the top of my head.
It's got to be a West Coast team. Or is it at home?
I believe it's a back-to-back at home.
Okay.
But because I didn't put that in there because it was the 11th game.
I know how you hate going past 10.
I know. Well, it just makes it easier to do it this way. What is that? November 10th. It's Golden State and Toronto. Oh, wait, the Clippers. Sorry. I forgot he redid their logo.
Okay, I was going to say Toronto's always tough.
So we have Golden State and the Clippers back-to-back that night.
That'll be a tough one.
So
we probably split that.
I think we're 7-3 at worst, 8-2.
Yeah, the Hawks. You should win that one, especially at home. Nuggets. I think you split the Nuggets probably.
We're playing them in Denver both times.
Yeah, but we beat them in Denver both times last year.
Yeah, I know. They beat us here, the fifth game of the year.
Blew us out.
And then we beat them pretty convincingly the first time, and then SJ hit the jump shot the second time.
I thought SJ.
That was the third game. That was the rubber match. And then the fourth game was here, and Jokic didn't play.
Yeah.
So I don't count that game.
No.
I mean, even though it was 3-1, I said it's 2-1. I don't count that.
Right.
If he doesn't play, I'm not
counting.
This
is if SGA doesn't play, you don't count that game.
Right, I don't count that. Then you have the Magic, which is going to be tough. The Nuggets, again, which is tough. The Rockets, that's why I said 7-3. If you're 6-4, you're still okay. I'm not gonna be mad at it. I'm not gonna be mad at it because you've got to get Hartenstein figuring out how he fits into what we're trying to do. So I'm not gonna be upset at a 6-4 record, even though we'll get lit up nationally.
For sure.
If we're 6-4.
So what do you think in starting lineup?
The starting lineup to me is J-Dub, SGA, J-Dub, Dort, Chet, and probably Hartenstein.
That's my 4-5 except for Dort. I think they're going to start Caruso.
They can't do that. That'll mess up Dort's head.
We'll see.
It'll screw up his head.
Well, if we're going to trade him, what does it matter?
it messes up his head, and he's not trade value. You want to
Should have traded him already.
I know, but I'm saying is, the better he plays, the more, because they
Well-
put him in the torture chambers, whatever they call it, or whatever. Which
Drew,
I love that.
I mean, Drew had it spot on though. At the end of last season, his trade value will never be higher.
Yeah, agreed.
So
Yeah, and what I'm saying is, if you start him and he's still doing what he's doing, and I think in the Olympics he showed why he's one of the best defensive players in the league, because he played really well in the Olympics.
Yeah.
So, I think you're right, but to me, that second group is what I'm going to like, and that's SGA, Kaysen,
Caruso, Wiggins,
and Chet or Hardenstein.
Yep. Yeah, I like it.
It'll be Hardenstein first,
Yeah,
and then
because Chet will come out early.
right, and then you take out one of those guys, and then you close it out. That last
Chet.
finish with Chet, Hardenstein, SGA.
Well, SGA won't finish the second quarter. He won't finish.
He finishes the second quarter.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, the second quarter.
And then because remember he calls timeout and brings J-Dub in, a waste of timeout so he can get him in the game. Yeah. It's freaking stupid. So he can shoot the last shot.
Last shot.
That is just the most idiot. Like, my thing is this: you have a guy, and people get mad at me all the time, and I said, I'm sorry, but this is just me being a basketball person who understands the game. You have a guy who shoots 61% from the field in closing the last few minutes of the game. Led the league. The next person closest
By
to
a
him
widest margin.
The next person closest to him was
Jokic
at 48, I believe.
And he shot 61, right?
And he shot 61, 48, and the next person closest to him was LeBron at 35.
Ooh.
35. So to me, I'm like, I don't understand how you can even remotely not give him the ball. But once again, I think last year, like I had said all year long, they're giving J-Dub the reps at the end of quarters to get used to shooting at the end of games. That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because in the Knicks game, that play was supposed to go to J-Dub over the top, lob to Josh, supposed to lob it to J-Dub. And what he said is he looked at that. If you go back and look, he passed the ball and was like, didn't even look at the coach because he knew the coach was staring at him.
Yeah.
He did not want him to get his shit. But Josh is like, at the end of a game, I'm giving him the ball. We're trying to win.
Yeah.
And I think the players, I think you put a nail on it. You hit the nail on the head last year. You said the players, regardless of what the coach wants, the players are winning in spite of him. They don't care. We're going to win. They didn't want to lose.
Right.
You called it last year, which I hate to, once again.
Well, I hate to admit that. I know.
I
I did something right. Wow, that's your kryptonite, right?
So,
but you're not wrong.
I give you props, and you still just have to just go to another level with it.
Well, I mean, that's okay, right?
Yeah, but I'm trying to give you props.
I mean, it's one of those few and far between things, so I got to take advantage of it while I can, I mean, because usually, especially on After the Storm, I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, right? Apparently. Accordingly. But that's okay. I mean, again,
I never said that.
I'll succeed.
I never said you didn't know what you were talking about, but you do say some idiotic things, and when you do, I call you out.
Just because I'm an emotional fan.
Yes.
I mean, I'll admit that.
Yes.
I'm an emotional fan.
That's what we're saying.
And I'm recency biased too. You know,
Yes.
like what have you done for me lately?
Yes.
And so after every game, my tune changes a little bit. I think I was hot on Josh when he started hitting the 3-pointers in the first start of the playoffs, and I'm like, okay, never mind. Don't just trade this guy. I mean, to me, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a little more emotional than I should be, but
I will say this. I love this is my thing about you, is that you being an emotional fan, you're just like most of our audience.
yeah,
Okay? And I'm not.
sure.
I'm more, I want to win because I remember what it was like for us to win and what we had.
That was awesome.
And then you picked Westbrook over Durant, and it went downhill. Now you have the same situation where you have a once-in-a-lifetime superstar again, and that's not what you want. You want a team. You want San Antonio, where everybody passes the ball. But at the end of the day, in San Antonio, when they needed a bucket, who got the damn ball?
Tim Duncan. So here's the thing I will say to the uneducated fan, which I still am partly. 15 years of NBA basketball.
Uh-huh.
If you're horrible 14 years of those and you win one championship, it's 100% worth it to me. I could care less. One championship, that's fine. But Oklahoma fans don't want that. They want 15 years of mediocrity with, we go to the playoffs every year, we get out in the second round, we get out in the first. Right. People don't understand. It's not about going to the playoffs. It's not about winning the first round. It's about a championship. That's the only thing that matters. Okay. Whatever you give up to get that doesn't matter. To me.
I want to win, but I think I think somebody asked him a question, Sam, about having two teams that you built two different
Yeah,
contenders in a 15-year
which is
period.
absolutely amazing.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But once again,
with no
you're
championships
doing the same thing
yet.
that you did the first time.
Yeah,
And instead of, to me, it's like, okay, the NBA is no longer what you were at the Spurs. It's one player. You got one player that can play. Everything goes through him. Instead of getting a team concept, which is what the Thunder want.
I mean, I kind of like.
Go ahead.
I mean, yes, you need to play through SGA, but the way the team plays and the way he plays with the team it's so fun to watch.
Yeah, but the whole thing is when J-Dub is not on when he put in that second group, which we talked about many times, we made a run
Every time.
and that's SGA, Isaiah Joe, Wiggins, Kaysen, and J. Will, and then bring in Chet. They made a run every single time in the fourth quarter when that group was in there, every single time.
Yep.
Or in the first quarter, whenever it was, when that five was in there, you made the run. In the Dallas game, in Game 6, both of the runs we made was when that group was in there. And then in the fourth quarter, you kept J-Dub in the whole quarter. And to me, it's like, Coach, we're trying to win, or are we not? Or are we just saying, oh, well, we got here to the semifinals, that's great, which is what to me, it seems like that was okay. The fans, you, me, and every other fan were not happy about that.
Well, see, to me, another thing that was baffling to me was the Aaron Wiggins phenomenon. And I've been pounding this since day one.
You sure have.
Why do you start Isaiah Joe when you have a perfectly good, better player, better suited for what you need, sitting over there on the bench? That's not part of the starting rotation. You're not going to mess him up.
Or Kaysen.
But Kaysen, he's more of the coming off the bench. Wiggins had spot minutes anyway. So, and if you remember the year before,
he was undefeated.
we're 8-0 when he started.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't get what you're not seeing there. And now, if they would have traded him, I'd have lost it, man. I'd have lost it.
I know you were not happy about that. We talked about that, remember?
Yeah, I was going to lose it. Now, thankfully, they signed him, and if you notice, they signed him to a 5-year deal, and they only signed Isaiah Joe to a 4-year deal. So they're keeping him long term, but play him.
I think Isaiah Joe and Dort are gone.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're probably.
They gave Isaiah Joe a nice little contract
to trade him,
to thank him for what he's done.
Well, it's more tradable.
And it's more
tradable contract.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, because a $1.5 million contract, that's not going to get you anything.
No. But I think that I like what they did with Isaiah Joe. He deserved.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, he was
And I like him a lot.
he was a inspiration. I mean, where he came from to where he is now. I mean, it's nothing short of. And I remember when they got him, I was at a family game night, and I looked at the other NBA guy in the family, and I said, "Man, this guy's going to make a difference."
That's exactly what I said too. When we got him, I'm like, "Oh man, what a great decision!"
I said, "Watch out for this."
That's exactly what I said too.
Because he's a shooter.
I was like, "Sam Presti, I love what you did right there."
For
it
nothing.
Paid off. But now the problem is, at the end of the year before, at the end of the season, they figured out what Isaiah Joe was.
Well, and me and you kind of talked about this, and I agreed with you. But the only thing I would caveat that with was, now that we have an entire team with, well, we'll see, no glaring weaknesses, but a different structure with Hartenstein in there, it might free him up more.
Hartenstein's not a scorer.
You're right, but it changes the lineups you have to defend with.
True.
So him being double teamed and him, getting moved off his spots might not happen as much.
What you're saying is now teams almost have to do, which is what we wanted J. Will and Chet to play together.
Yes.
They can now do that because
two big guys.
I don't think, for whatever reason, they did not like the J. Will and Chet.
I don't get it.
And I don't understand. But now we're going to try to get J. Will and Isaiah Joe to come on after the Storm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're going
nice.
to get them to come on.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Both Arkansas guys.
Yeah.
Fort Smith, right?
Yeah. Because my guy, Binky Triplett, who Elm Grove Clothing, my guy, he went to school with them.
Oh,
so they're
sweet.
all buddies.
Well, they were high school teammates, college teammates?
He went to school with his dad.
Nice.
With one of his dads. So that's how he got in. So we're excited about that, how that's going to play out. So I'm pumped.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Let's go ahead and do our break right now. Thank our sponsors, SRB. If you have needs for engineering, surveying, and planning, go ahead and hit my guy up over there. They love to be behind the scenes and take care of you. If you've got a complex of stuff in your building, they can take care of you. If you've got a water treatment plant, hey, hit our guys up, because who the hell doesn't like clean water? I like clean water. I love clean water. That's just me. Collaborative Logic, if you have needs for computers or software to make your office run smoother. Networking, they can do all that for you. And the thing that I love about these guys is they're redoing our website. They did our website, and we're getting ready to add Matt Clark Academy shirts, since everybody asks me for shirts, all Basketball Academy shirts all the time. Look, now you're going to be able to go to the website, www.mcsportsnetwork.com, www.mcsportsnetwork.com, and you can go there and you can order your own damn shirts. You can order your hashtag just saying shirts. If you want to wear red and white shirts, you can do red and white shirts. Because you're never going to have a Matt Clark Academy shirt that I'm going to do that has red and white. That's not happening. So if you all want to do that, you're going to be able to do that. And so anyway, we're setting that up soon. And then, of course, Oak Grove Trucking. If you have needs for dirt, rock, or sand to be moved, hit my guy Jose Fierro up. He'd love to take care of you. And then, of course, YNB, family owned and operated since 1912.
No, I'm not doing it. Not doing it.
The bank that makes things happen. An equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, proud sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the OKC area. You can pre-qualify online at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com. Or you can go into their 5 locations.
4.5.
You just enjoy this, don't you?
I do.
Just unbelievable. I'm glad I only have to do this once a month. Anyway, the main bank at 401 Elm, 66 steps from historic downtown Yukon, Oklahoma. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's great.
Okay, make sure you improve it. And I didn't walk all 66, but I did walk.
Yeah, you said it was like 20 something.
No.
Oh, no, you said it was 100 and something.
It was 52 right there.
To the ATM?
Yeah.
Okay.
I counted them out.
Well, but that's not Highway 66. That's 8 steps away from Highway 66 or 10 or whatever it is.
12.
12. Okay. Yeah. So
make it 66.
And was it from the beginning of the ATM or the end of the ATM? Or in the middle of the ATM?
To the middle of the ATM.
Okay. All right. Just asking.
Well, actually, it's probably to the beginning.
Because those are some big old ATMs, man. Just saying.
Oh, my God. YB East, which is off the Parkway, and the YB Parkway, Yukon Parkway. I can't even talk today. You got me sitting there flustered, like, what the hell is he talking about? But anyway, off US 66 or the 39th Expressway, YB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road, YB Parkway off Garth Brooks and I-40, just south of I-40 in front of the hospital there. And, of course, YB Peoples located in Bethany on 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And it's closer to MacArthur than it is Rockwell, so if you question that. And then, of course, Elm Grove Clothing and my guy Beaky Triplett, Jonathan Beaky Triplett. You can call him at 405-332-8787. I suggest texting because Nathan and I, we don't answer phone calls from people we don't know because we get so many robocalls and stupid stuff. It's just as easier to text him and tell him what you want. He can call you back. That's the easiest thing to do. But he's got great designs. I've got his new coat.
I still picture you with a bell-bottom suit, man. Did you wear bell-bottoms? I mean, I'm assuming you did, but I don't know. And it's like
I may or may not have had a leisure bell-bottom.
What was the material on the leisure suit?
That one was kind of it was cream color.
Corduroy.
I don't remember what it was. That was a long time ago. And, of course, Taste of Western is coming up on October 24th, which is a Thursday from 6 to 9 at Taste of Western. If you haven't been there, it's fantastic. They set up, and I'm not going to say who's the sponsor.
Yeah, I was looking at that going,
I'm not going to say those 2 sponsors.
That's okay.
But it's amazing that you have 2 different banks.
Yeah, F&B and, I shouldn't have said it.
Yeah, the other one. Well, I'm just saying is that you got those things. That's interesting to do that. But anyway, you can get tickets at events. What is that? HTTPS events gifts.
No, event.gives /TOW 2024.
Thank you. See, you are useful, executive producer.
I try to help.
Anyway, Taste the Western October 24. And then, of course, they do have sponsorships that you can get, and here are all the things that they allow you to do if that's what you want to do. Now, on the other hand, I have no desire for that, but some people do.
Here, I know you're a barbecue guy, but
you are useful, executive producer. Go ahead.
But where I ate today, the first time I've ever eaten there, even though it's like 2 miles from the bank, Krell's Diner. Have you ever ate there?
Where's that at?
It's over in John Nail's Edition over there on Yukon Parkway, right south of the high school. It's called Krell's. It's an East Coast delicatessen.
It's a deli.
Yeah, it's a really good deli. I had a Cubano sandwich today. Whew, that thick, man. I kid you not. It was amazing.
Well, see, that reminds. That's like MD's or ND's on Memorial. Mm-hmm. It's right next to Johnny's.
Yeah.
And you always going to have people that's going to get. I said, get a half a sandwich. Get
Yeah,
a full sandwich. Get a half
right.
a sandwich.
Yeah.
You will not eat that full
Oh,
sandwich.
I mean, next month when you come out here, stop over there and get something. Dude, it's amazing.
Why you make? I don't come to UConn unless
I said next month when you come out.
unless the commander makes me.
Because I know it's so far for you to drive.
It is a long way.
Oh, my God, dude, you're killing me with that. It's not that far.
It's a long
It's like
way.
10, 15 minutes. That's
It's
it.
a long way. It's a long way out here, bro.
Okay, all
It
right.
really is.
You know, you sound like my 9-year-old. We go to 7-Eleven a half a mile away. It's too far.
Don't say that because Randy now will be sending me texts or saying something. So you don't open the door for the commander to give him no excuses.
All the time. Anything I can do to help Randy right out, I'm good with.
Oh my God, I can't with you at all right now. Last night at WNBA scores, the Fever lost 87-81. The Sun now win the best of three, which is crazy. The best
Best
of
of
three.
3. Hey, you remember when they used to do that in the first round of the NBA playoffs?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. And then they went 3 of 5, and then 4 of 7.
Do they still do that in Major League Baseball? First round 5 games?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe so. I don't watch baseball.
Yeah, I don't either.
And then, of course, the Lynx beat the Mercury 101-88. And so that sets up some great games coming up, which in the playoffs, you're going to have New York Liberty. I mean, I like what I see in these games coming up because, I mean, you didn't watch the WNBA, but last night I was watching the Fever, and they were down, and all of a sudden they get within. They took the lead by 1. Then they ended up tying, and then they went up. What's that girl's name? Caitlin Clark got the ball stopped away from her, so they ended up. Lauren Holt threw a pass over the top of Boston. If she'd have caught that, she'd have been able to score with 2 seconds left. So that kind of hurt them, and then they just went. After that, it went downhill. But anyway, the Liberty against the Aces, the 29th.
To me, that should be the finals.
Dude, I'm going to tell you this right now. The Liberty, as I said earlier, how the hell they got Breonna Stewart and Linescu?
Yeah.
How
That's
do you
a
do that?
shooting team, man.
How do you do that? How do you get those two like that? I just don't know how the hell they did that, but you're going to have those two going at each other, and that's going to be a hell of a ball game. That's going to be a hell of a game. Cannot wait to watch that. I know you don't really watch WNBA, but I do.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Lynx against the Sun. That's going to be. Those two teams are so evenly matched, really. And when I look at the Aces, who has an answer for Asia Wilson?
Nobody.
But I was sitting there talking to this guy the other day, and Nathan, he was actually arguing with me, saying that Caitlin Clark should be the MVP of the league. And he goes, well, it's just because she's white. I go, what the hell are you talking about?
Nothing to do with
I
that.
said,
Nothing.
Asia Wilson is the only player in history to score 1,000 points in a season.
That's impressive.
What does that got to do with any?
Doesn't have anything to do with anything.
She ain't black. I mean, yes, she's black. But what is that? Well, that league is mainly black. Okay.
Tell me when the last white and well, never mind. I can't just say that. I was going to say it's Jokic, but
Yeah, but
other than Jokic, when was the last white MVP of the NBA? Steve Nash.
Steve Nash, which he deserved. I don't know if he deserved either one he got, but the second one he did not deserve. They screwed Kobe on that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And it was simply because of the rape case.
Yeah, I to this day I never will be a Lakers fan, but I mean Kobe, man, Kobe.
That year
Wow.
was
Yeah.
unbelievable, bro.
Yeah. It's just, to me, it's people that don't like other teams or other players. They don't give them the credit that they deserve, which is a bunch of crap.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's not about. It's like when you look to me, I look at certain players, and even though I don't like you or whatever, that has zero to do with I'm not a Russell Westbrook fan. But if I have a vote, I'm voting him on first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you'd be dumb not to.
I don't like him as a person.
I mean, I know
he's a Hall of Famer.
it was Pat Staten or stat padding, sorry,
Yeah, 100% the Thunder.
but he
100%.
still averaged a triple double. I know I get it. Steven Adams probably could have had about double the rebounds, but I mean, you still did it. So it's like, yes, Toronto won a championship. Kevin Durant was hurt, Klay Thompson was hurt, but they still did it.
I still did it.
So
there's an asterisk. There's asterisk like the Lakers. The last two, when they went into the finals, okay, the Lakers beat with LeBron.
Oh, you're talking about COVID year,
Yeah, Kobe.
the bubble year. Mm-hmm. But there's not. I mean, yes, there is, but there's not.
Well, listen, I'm a Laker fan, but I'm gonna take it.
Absolutely. If I was a Thunder fan, I'd take it. I don't care.
But I unfollowed the Lakers, by the way.
Why?
When LeBron leaves,
Because of their LeBron GM, their LeBron or GM LeBron.
leaves, I'll be like, I'll follow them.
Dude, he's bringing that team to the ground.
I'm not a fan of that. I don't like what happened, and I just don't. And when I saw that picture of Rob Pelinka's wife and Jeannie Buss hanging all over him, I was like, okay, my friends' wives hug me too, and I hug them, but they're not all over me like that.
Right.
I would be uncomfortable with that 100%. I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, and I hug all my friends' wives, kiss them on the cheek, hey, because I love them, and as they tell me all the time, you need a damn keeper. We got to find you a keeper. Somebody needs to take care of you. Yeah, well, all men need to be taken care of.
Oh, sure.
In multiple ways, but I'm just saying, all men need to be taken care of. I can't believe I went there. I can't believe I just went there. I'm sorry, everyone.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not.
I didn't mean to go there. It just slipped out.
Yeah, but no.
No, it did. It slipped out, bro. It really did. Nathan, it slipped out.
Think about what you just said.
Oh, wow. See, I wouldn't even see. I'm sorry for the executive producer over here, okay, since he gave himself that moniker.
Okay, I'm done.
Unbelievable. I don't even know what to say right now. I don't know what to say right now.
Wasn't me. Don't look at me.
I don't even know what to say right now. I really don't. I don't know.
This feels like one of our morning meetings.
Yeah. I don't even.
Hey, by the way, Katrina's successfully fired me for 8 weeks in a row now. Every Thursday we have our meeting, right? And she fires me every week.
What'd you do this time?
Well, what didn't I? I mean, I try to annoy her as much as I can. I mean, it's fun to me. She's one of the most fun person in the world to annoy because it's so easy. I mean, I don't know how many times she's told me she's hated me. I mean, probably 3 or 4 times a day.
Oh, she doesn't mean it.
That's what I say, but she says, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
No, she doesn't.
No, she doesn't. Everybody knows.
Yeah. The one thing about Trina, if she doesn't really like you,
She ain't going to talk to you.
it's written all over her face.
Right.
Her face says everything. Others might say whatever.
I've successfully gotten her embarrassed and red-faced many, many times, which is really fun to me, to be honest with you.
And by the way, tell the truth, I did not give you your first beer when you were 16. I did not do that. I didn't.
I didn't know that, but I could believe it.
I did not do that. Huh?
It took you a minute, didn't it?
Can we get on with this?
You're the one that started it, man. I just follow you down the hole.
This went downhill real quick. It's gone downhill real quick. Anyway, Cowboys and the Giants tonight.
Is that a bowl game?
I'm
The toilet bowl?
I'm going to Junior's to smoke a cigar with some friends.
Okay. I mean, the Giants.
I'm not sure if I'm watching this.
The Cowboys better win that game, right?
I'm not sure if I'm watching this, Nathan.
Are the Cowboys 0-2? Or are they 1-2? They better win that. They better win that game. They've got the talent to win that game.
I don't know if I'm watching this. Giants are 5.5-point dogs.
I mean, Daniel Jones is horrible. I don't know, man. They better. The Cowboys better win that game.
Okay. At noon on Sunday, would you rather watch the Vikings and the Packers, the Steelers and the Colts, the Broncos and the Jets on CBS? Or the Jaguars Texans on CBS? Which would you rather watch?
I'm going to go with what was the second one you said?
Steelers Colts.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that one. I like watching. They're starting? What's his name from Chicago? Fields. They're starting Fields. Steelers.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
3-0 right now.
Yeah, that's a fun team.
Yeah.
Anthony Richardson is he hurt? Or is he still playing?
But the better game to me is Vikings and Pacers.
Pacers.
Oh.
I was like, I didn't.
What did they say?
You said Pacers.
No. He said the Eagles gonna win.
Who are they playing?
Eagles and Buccaneers.
Yeah, they should win that game. I mean, Baker's.
Okay. First of all, bro. Okay. Sam Snead, Sam Snead or Seed. What is that? Sam Seed. Sunseed. Sunseed has predicted 23, was that 18 Eagles? They're playing the Buccaneers, and that's the Fox game. So what you're saying is I guess he'd rather watch that game, okay, which is that. So would you rather watch the Eagles Buccaneers,
yeah, that's me.
Bengals Panthers, or Rams Bears?
I'm going to go with I want to watch the Eagles.
Or Saints Falcons.
Eagles Buccaneers. Well, because OU tie there. I mean.
Well, we're going on ESPN, on Fox in Oklahoma, we're watching that game. So he's picking Jalen Hurts over OU's favorite all-time quarterback, Baker Mayfield.
And he was great, dude. He was great. I loved him. But Saquon Barkley.
So who do you want, him or Jack Mildren?
I didn't watch Jack Mildren. So,
that's right. Somebody you watched. Okay.
Yes.
So he's your favorite quarterback of all time that you've watched.
Well, who would I pick? And since
you have Baker, you have Kyler, you have Jalen, and you have Caleb.
Sam Bradford, Jason White.
Jason White, I'm not adding.
Josh Heupel.
Him either.
Why?
We're talking about great quarterbacks.
Josh Heupel wasn't a great quarterback?
No.
Sam Bradford wasn't a good. Oof, boy.
I say great. That would be, and I hate to even say this about.
Sam won the Heisman.
Okay.
So did Jason.
And Sam deserved the Heisman. Jason did not. Larry Fitzgerald was the best football player in the country.
I agree with you.
100%.
But to me, it's not even close. You can go back as far as you want. Kyler Murray is my pick every day, all day, because to me, he's the best quarterback in OU history.
Yeah, to me too.
Had the best single season anybody's ever had, probably. He was ridiculous, dude. Because you think about what he had behind him.
Yeah.
He had a couple receivers. I don't remember exactly the team, but he had a couple receivers, maybe a good running back. Was that Rodney Anderson's year?
That was Rodney Anderson because Baker had P. Ryan
and Mixon. Yep, and he had a heck of a good receiving core.
Jason White had 4 guys that started in the NFL.
Dude, that team was ridiculous. With Mark Clayton.
And they had more yak yards.
Mark Clayton was a beast.
Like I told Jason, I said, Jason would throw it 10 yards and they'd run it for 60.
Do you remember that play? I don't remember which game it was. Mark Bradley throws the ball to him, pops it up in the air, and the dude was so fast, he ran and caught it. That was amazing. Well, you remember that Ryan Broyles catch?
Broyles.
Man, Ryan Broyles.
How good he was.
Wow, he was good.
Yeah, he was.
But Kyler Murray every time, dude.
Dude, I look at OU's offensive line. How do you have Trent Williams?
How do you have that bad of an offensive line? But not even those two guys. They've been great the last. Last year they were pretty good.
Yeah.
But they've had a great offensive line for 15 years.
Yeah.
That's been usually the strength of the team.
Yeah.
And now it's the weakness of the team.
Yeah, but they're hurt. And also you have a defensive coach now, not an offensive coach.
The coaches, the defense is legit though, man.
No, 100%. He fixed his side of the ball right away.
So here's my thing. Michael Hawkins. I didn't know this. I heard the stat today. Overall defense, Tennessee's number 1 in the country.
Yeah.
And Auburn's number 66. So if you don't see something this week,
you're in trouble.
God, Nick Anderson, what's going on there?
Dude, I don't know.
He's amazing. They need him so bad.
I don't know what's happening with that, but the thing is this, is that OU got the quarterback fixed. But think about this. You could have had Tennessee's quarterback, but you chose him.
He was in but in high school.
No, he wanted to come to OU.
Oh, he did?
They both wanted to come to OU, and they chose him.
But Jackson Arnold in high school was amazing.
I understand that, but that's what I'm saying. They chose Jackson Arnold over him.
You can't argue with it, though. Jackson Arnold was great. He just hasn't – he hasn't – for some reason, to me – now, I know he had 94 yards in the one game, but, he's becoming a statue.
Yeah.
And the guy can run. Not as good as Michael Hawkins, but he can run.
Yeah, but the whole thing with him is I think he's trying to be – it's almost like what's that guy, Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm going to be a passer.
You can be both, right?
I understand, but he doesn't want to be seen as a runner. What's that guy doing? What's he doing?
He's bringing water in, Ellis.
Look at him. Why don't he just have go get him a deal to
put in front of the door? Why is he coming over here? He's got to carry it all the way over there. I don't question that anymore.
Hey man, where's your little dolly, man, to put stuff in? You just bringing one case in here? That's it. Let me have a case to take home, man. Hey, you can call Randy and ask him.
Are we on there? Well, I better not say it on there then.
No, you can't say it on there.
Okay, all right.
Leave Ellis alone. Man. That'd be nice.
I love Ellis.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get out of here. What is your comment for the Thunder, or what do you think? We're not giving over under because I said 55 games is what I put them at.
Nah, I'm going probably 51 to 53.
So you think we're gonna finish third or fourth in the West? That's what you're saying.
Second, third, probably.
51 wins is not gonna get you second.
Yeah, I guess third, fourth, somewhere in there.
Yeah,
I mean,
51 wins. You're.
but just
fourth.
because they don't have as many wins as they did last year doesn't mean they didn't improve. I mean, to me, it's all about the.
Hartenstein and Caruso made the difference because to me, Caruso, you're not going to get the mistakes of Dort. He's going to turn the ball over trying to do something offensively. And Hartenstein is a significant upgrade because you were 30th. Because we'll do this real quick before we close
30th
out.
in rebounding.
These numbers don't lie, Nathan. They
Nope.
they don't. It's
Top 10 of every category except for rebounding.
that's 2022, 23, and 23, 24.
And where's rebounding at?
Offensive rebounds.
11.4.
We went from 22nd in 2022, 23 to 29th. But we're still with 29th in both sides 2 years in a row.
Yeah, tells everything.
Says you everything you need to know.
Yep.
Hey, man, you gonna give me one of those cases or what, man? Leave a case for me. Well, you can bring me one back, man. Go back over to the deal and bring me one back, man. That's a no, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a no. That's a no. I don't think that was just a no.
He's like, he didn't even listen. He didn't respond to me. So, and then you didn't even bring me one executive producer. You brought your own self water.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else I can say.
I really wanted to say something, but I'm not gonna say.
I don't know what else I can say. I mean, Carolyn wasn't here today, so.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, she usually is nice to you.
I can't with him right now.
we had a request for funds, like a foundation or a promotional request, and it was made out to Caroline Henth. I was like, who's that?
Who's Caroline Hemp?
That's what I was wondering.
By the way, let's give a shout out to Rick Henthorn. This is his birthday yesterday.
Oh, is it Rick's birthday? All right.
Yesterday, so we're gonna give him a shout out.
I don't want to ask him what year it is.
I'm not gonna ask him.
I'm not going to ask him. No, he's
By
scary.
the way, who is? I'm right there.
Right over there, convertible. Is he really going to give
You
you
know
a case?
my cars are all black, just like me.
Wow. Really?
Ellis,
hold on.
Ellis,
Hey,
Ellis, you knew
hold
that
on.
was happening.
That's not all black. There's gray there. I'm just saying there's gray there. I got tons of it. I don't care. I mean, that's fine, but
Will y'all please take him with y'all? Can you come grab him? Oh, wow. Wow.
that's okay. That's all right.
You know they heard that on air, right?
That's okay.
Wow. Okay, with that being said, we're going to close out on that one. Once again.
was a fun day.
Once again, my guy, Nathan Taylor, appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
Sit down, and of course, we are here at Y&B. Ellis, you are the man, bro. You know, I love
He
you.
hadn't brought it to you yet.
I love Ellis.
I didn't say I didn't.
I've only known him since I was 17.
That was a long time
That was a
ago.
long time ago.
That was a long time ago. See all the gray right there? That was a long time
Why do
ago.
you keep pointing that out?
Because
It's
it's fun.
salt and pepper.
Okay, sure. Isn't pepper?
Salt and pepper is what it is. Salt and pepper.
Isn't that more of a blonde black thing instead of a gray black thing?
Ellis, when you tell this is salt and pepper, man, can you help me out with the dude?
You just laugh because you know.
Yeah. Yeah, the black one convertible over there. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Nathan, for
Salt and
our
pepper.
once a month. Yeah.
Is it salt and pepper or salt and pepper?
By the way, it will not be this way by the end of the day.
I know.
It'll be gone.
I know.
Gray be gone.
Just for men, right?
Yes, sir. Gray be gone is what it'll be. It's
all right. Hey, once you go gray, there ain't no other way.
You're just on one today. Anything else you want to
Dude,
throw out there?
half of my beard is gray. It's fine. I don't care. I earned that. It's good. I'm fine.
Anything else you want to say? Just throwing stuff out there. Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm good.
Go ahead.
I'm done.
Unbelievable. God, I'm so sorry we're dealing with him. That being said, hey, everybody have a fantastic day. Enjoy yourself. Appreciate you, big dog.
Absolutely, man.
My God. Oh, you know how to do it.
Really? By the way, I was informed the word whip went out like 20 years ago. Just what I heard. Reliable source.
No, there's nobody in here that you talk to that's reliable.
Absolutely, there is, and you'll know exactly who I'm talking about as soon as I tell you.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it on there.
Might as well say it on there.
They're a private person.
A private person.
They
Somebody
don't-
who's at the bank.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No. Everybody
You're forgetting one person. Not somebody you'd probably think of, but
Well, is it a he or her?
I'm not going to, I don't
just
divulge
tell me
it.
it's him
No,
or
no,
her.
I'll tell you off air, but I'm not going to tell you.
I know. Just tell me if it's a him or her. That'll help me decide who it is.
It's a her.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah, no. I'm not going for that whatsoever.
All right.
That being said, hey, everybody have a fantastic. Go out there, enjoy this weather. Go play